Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, I'll be talking about car cinema and car multimedia setup. Creating perfect multimedia for your car can be in a budget way, but I'm going to talk about bags load of items that you can put your tablet onto your car, into your car, apply it in the best way possible. Although there are a lot of videos out there to apply your tablet or multimedia device to your car and create good environment, good audio, this video will be kind of different because I'm going to be talking about what to look out for, when things get wrong, what you can get with this, and what you lose on the way with this journey. First of all, this is a Lenovo 10.1-inch IPS Android 12 tablet. New generation, it's 4 gigabytes of memory and I think it was 32 gigabytes of storage, and it has SD card in it, and the battery is going quite good because of its chipset, and it's more than enough for nearly everything. It can play any video, and let me tell you, this setup could be also usable for security purposes. Also captures with its quite decent Full HD good camera, and it can record while you're driving if you want to. So let's get diving. What do we have here? First of all, many people with the old cars, they prefer CD player setup. Like there's a plastic goes into the CD player and holds your tablet. That's a good idea if you want to cancel to use your CD player, because those plastics are quite thick to hold the tablet steady. I know they hold them steady, but you might damage the CD player's input because there is some sort of a cotton to clean the CD surface when you put it in, as you might recall, for the CD player. So if you don't want to use the CD player for the rest of its life, or when you take the tablet, if you just want to look bad with the CD player because of the front element probably could damage, then you can go on that direction if you have an old car. One other thing is you can do is just like me, but in a different way. Since this car is 2019-2020 Audi A4 45 TFSI, which is 2-liter turbo, and with the software upgrade tuned up, it's 300 horsepower and 0 to 60 under 5 seconds. It's quite fast car. Reason that I'm mentioning this is a quite fast car, these holders does not let the tablet go. So it's important when you push the pedal, it needs to stay on board. So these two are a grill type, which I quite like, and many of the cars can apply these. I bought 2 of these and I will give you detail. And I also bought a casing for the tablet. This is important because you need to apply magnets, and if you don't want to ruin or scratch your tablet, which is getting more expensive every day, if you have an expensive iPad, you can also use your iPad too. So when you take this thing out, you won't be hurting your tablet. So that's the perfect way to go, in my opinion, of course, but let me know what you think. I've applied many places so I can adjust according to my setup. So in this video, my 2019 Audi A4 has a basic unit. It doesn't have the touch support. I need to control it from this unit, and it's near awful for its age. We are in the 2020s, right? So I put 3 magnets. Since this screen does not have any touch support, I don't think that 3M style stickers will hurt the device, but when I take it out, I might be just, little bit cautious not to scratch the screen. But other than that, I can apply my tablet onto the screen when like I want. And let me just show you. If I just go in and find the camera app, let's find the camera. Since it's a bright day, it's a little difficult. Yeah, you see the camera. If I move it up, so if I get another magnet around somewhere, I can nearly record the road. So I can put the tablet up like this. Yeah, it will block somewhat. So still record some of the road if I like to. Yeah, it could be on the long journey. It might be, but this could be maybe enough for time for you to use it. In this setup, you'll get a huge navigation. This is one of the reasons that I like it. Navigation is becoming huge. Let's just try it. Just find the maps. Huge. And also we can use dual screen, like here YouTube or audio stream from Spotify, and then we can also use the navigation. We can use multiple applications because this is 8-core. This has 8-core processor, and no car Multimedia has the Android capabilities fully included in. So most of the car manufacturers just shrink their compatibility, so you can use it in many ways. Let me just show you these two magnets and how it works. Yes, it is also not applying anything on your screen, but it still holds the tablet good, and it is closer to me when I drive. The only downside is I can't, when I need to in sudden positions, if I want to put the reflectors on, like if I hard brake in a traffic, I can't put the button down, like I can't reach it easily. So when you're driving, this is kind of important. And also some of the things like these areas are not accessible, and it's looking a little bit of weird on the side when you drove your car to some place. So this is way better for my car. This setup also is quite good with the Clios and probably Mercedes A-Class, with the basic units. They are just straight units. And it's also good with my MX-5 and MD4. So this could apply on many cars. I don't recommend you to, apply magnets on your screen. If it's not a touch one, you can maybe consider that. But just think about it. You're compromising to risk to scratch your screen. And what are the things that I have in other appliances? Let me just finish my setup and then go to the stuff that you can hold your tablet onto your car. I have an audio jack. I will tell you in a minute why I am not using Bluetooth connection, because it's easier, right? Bluetooth connection is always easy. So when I put like this, I use the cable holders. I know some of them looks bad, but you have to make compromise. So with that being said, if I take these out, this will look from a distance like an original car interior setup, just except this cable going through. This could also apply to my phone because I am using Samsung S22 Ultra and I'm an Android guy. So Type-C is good for me. The setup that I'm using right now is about like this. If I have to connect my tablet for the audio multimedia, like if I want to watch YouTube or Netflix, whatever the content is, Amazon Prime, I might not be able to answer my phone because I need to connect my phone to the car. This is not a phone, right? So the compromise that I need to do is change it to aux mode, stereo mode. Right now, tablet is connected from the aux, and also my phone is connected from the Bluetooth. If I connect this device from Bluetooth, no problem with that, but I have to use my phone in my hand or the speaker mode. So while you drive, if you don't want to waste any time like finding out, the phone, you can use the buttons on here with the Bluetooth setup. The only thing that you do is put it on aux mode, use it with your tablet. So that setup needs to be like this because it gives you the flexibility using your phone and the tablet in the same time. And it's also right now, as you can see, charging. So in a long journey, charging is important. These are the items. Let's start with the items. This is the 3M stickers, little cable holders. These are transparent. It comes like 15 to 20 pieces. You hold the cables in it. With the 3M stickers, you can stick it on the place that you want, and then you're quite good to go. This is the first thing. You can find these anywhere, I suppose. Just look out for 3M cable holders or any kind of cable holder. It's about your car. So one other thing that you might be thinking, hey, if I put a glass holder position, a tablet holder, these things are quite good, and this is an expensive one. When you rotate it, this area just gets larger, and you stick it to the, as you can see, the glass positioning place, glass place. And here you are. What this does, you can also extend these, like up top, like this. I can't reach my climate control. I can't change it. And if I need to control the climate like off and on, and also circulate the air inside, I need to figure out the way, and I don't see the number around this side, like this also separate climate control. If I'm not sync, I don't see the second number, so it's difficult to reach. So you don't see it with the tablet, but when the tablet comes, this area will be completely closed. So this is not ideal for my car setup. If you have a Golf, and if you have other car like cap holders or glass holders are here, then you got a bigger problem. It looks like a cop car, and also tablet is right into your face. So if you're shifting with the manual, that's impossible. And also if you know, somehow to reach stuff, it's not going to be happening. So huge tablet will block you all the way. Although this seems like a good option, it depends on your car. If you have a huge SUV, you might be thinking about these. These are not so cheap. Same setup, same probably cost, but you can move the tablet around and you can put your phones too. So these two can also hold phones. Let's just take a good close look at these setup. I'm going to be taking one of this out. There is a hook like this, and I put a Velcro style, but it's kind of like a cotton style Velcro-ish thing. I put it on, applied it on, because I don't want to scratch my grill. So air conditioning pieces are plastic and easy to scratch. And if you have a new car like this, you don't want to scratch your car. That's one of the things. So I have applied this one, this tape on it, and I'll try to find the name of it under the description below every unit, so you can at least look out what to apply. And then these things are pushing to the car with pads on it, silicone pads. So I will be using the hook to get inside, and also you just move it around like this, going back and forth, and also it rotates, so you can angle your position. That's one of the things I like. So I took the hook in. Let's just give it a little bit of loose. Yes, hook is in. So I need to squeeze it, and here we are. It's perfectly stable, holding to my car, and it could be applied many cars other than Mercedes and some of the Mazdas with round grills, air conditioned grills. But other than that, probably 80% of cars could use these. And if you don't have tablet that day, you can use your phones with your wife and your family. Like, everyone can put their phones like this, and you have ball head, or you can also squeeze that too to give it an angle. But other than that, you can take your tablet and put it on, and you're good to go. And believe me, these things hold even with the 4.5 seconds 0 to 60 car, holds the tablet quite nicely. So one other thing, it's also applicable, same again, similar way. A tablet holder again the hook system, similar, but this time it's going to be single hook setup without a magnet. Can get into the grill. Again, silicone pads, they move around, hold it into place, and you can put your tablet 90 degree, or again, vertical or horizontally, up to you. The reason that I don't use this, when it stays around here, I can't put my fingers on the reflector button. So it's important for me, if I want to park, if I want to, make caution moves, any kind of things that I want to make sure that behind me people knows I'm about to brake, I'm about to do something. So it's important if you want to keep this. But this setup, this item, I think it's quite perfect if you're just going to apply it in easy way. And it can also hold like S22 Ultra straight up like this. Like this, you can place your phone anywhere. So I also recommend this with a ball head and single hook unit with 2 supports. I was happy with that, but I want the magnets because putting it on and off quite easy with the magnets. Holding it and put it tablet with 2 hands, it's a little difficult. One other option, it's for the phone. It's also magnet. It's Spigen brand, you might know from the phone covers. You put it on a, also, of course, the glass, and if you apply 2 of them, or if you apply to like this, you can also hang your tablet because they are magnets. It's quite strong, believe me. So it's up to you. Put it on a glass, or the car interior. It depends on your car. I didn't go that way because it's a lot crowded and somewhat blocking my vision. Yet again, I have extra unit of magnets here. So this is one of my favorites. Ball joint setup with a 3M connection behind. So you stick it to your car. Many of the people use this ball head units for their phones, and I can't understand why. You stick it here, or here, or here for that matter, and you can put your phone and give it angle, and there you go. But you can also apply where you need some space for some buttons or some things. Like for example, old Clios have their old tape units. So if you want to avoid any kind of tape unit, give it a little bit of space, like 2 fingers. This is a way to go, and you can also create some space between. So definitely check these out. And I thought I could apply around the corners like this, but I didn't want the space. Later on, I changed my mind and I got into this. Let's take a look. Some of them, they don't have the strongest magnets, but 3 of them could definitely hold a tablet, decent tablet like this. So if you have an iPhone, iPads are a little heavier because they are fully metal, and the batteries are heavier on those devices. So you need to apply somewhat of a more magnets. And when it comes down to the metal side, let's go. We got a lot of metals. You need to buy a lot of metal plates. They are sold like 5 or 10 units, like this. Let me just take these. These are coming with the magnet pieces that you can purchase one by one. But these are thin and small. What I applied, bigger ones sold separately. You can buy 2, 4, 10. These are thicker, stronger, and bigger. Getting bigger is going to make you able to move your tablet on your magnets. So get big if you can. These things are not too expensive. And you can also use this with any phone. If you have friends, you can give them like as a gift. One other appliance unit for the magnets, this is on the straight. It's small. You can apply with a 3M connection. That didn't work out for me. It didn't hold the screen, but it has the option of move around like this. So you can at least have angle. This also moves like this or like this. So you can put it like this and some sort of a space. If you have an old car, you can put your phone. But definitely it could hold your phone like this if you're going to record the speedometer on, use it like in front of you, let's just say like a head-up display. So these items are quite good, but I don't recommend them for the tablets. Tablets are heavier for them, but along the journey, I must have bought these to test them. It didn't work out. And what do we have here? Yeah, I think nearly I finished every kind of accessory other than one. How do you connect the audio and the stereo all together? You might be thinking, and I thought that too, Type-C audio and Type-C connectors. This is the perfect way to connect everything in a single cable. You just have to go with the single Type-C digital cable, not analog signal of the sound. You might get the perfect sound, by the way, but there's a catch. Lenovo does not support by the chipset from Type-C to this kind of conversion. This is U-Green unit. You can purchase many things. There are a lot of products out there, but you need to know if your tablet supports this or not. If you do this, Type-C to male to female cable comes along. It's an idea, I bought it. Type-C, apply it like this. If it's a 90 degree, it will be perfect. And then the male and the female Type-C that you add the cable, you put it under the, armrest, and you can connect anything from just a single cable. That's one of the reasons. And you can also, if your tablet supports like an iPad and stuff, you can also put like USB multipliers. You can use your USB sticks. You can also, give it a drive, thumb drive, and upload movies on the way. And for a long journey, you can keep the kids entertained with your tablet. I think I am at the end of the video. I nearly finished every item that are in my exposal. The one last thing, you might be thinking, OBD2. OBD2 will give you the option by connecting. We didn't use the Bluetooth, right? Because we are using the cables. You can connect with OBD, through OBD, cars setup, like how much fuel consumption, how much pedal throttle that you go. And you can also create digital speedometer. You can do many things with OBD2 and you can clean errors. So this tablet setup will not be only used just as entertainment, but also could be entertainment as well. Here we are. You can see the channel. You can watch whatever you want to know about the home cinema setups. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe the channel. We're going to be talking about home cinema, electronics, what you can use to make your life easy on the home cinema setup. But in time to time, I would like to review digital content like this, electronic units. And you will find soundbar to projectors, projector screens to multimedias and speakers, any kind of consumer electronics. After 15 years of experience on computers with OEM parts, I'm not a Linus, but we're near age, so the experience is similar. So if you want to enjoy home cinema and digital content, just subscribe the channel. And if you want to watch the content, let's just play a content here. Perfect cinema setup. Believe me when I say so, perfect cinema setup for your car, because you're going to be using whole car audio, which is quite 7 or 8 speakers, even more in these days. If your car has a regular stereo, just don't forget to upgrade. Let's get down to the downsides. In the end of the video, there is always a downside. Downside is when you back up, rear camera is gone. So normal car screen will show that. So you have to put your tablet like this and hold it like this, okay? These two also works for that. For me, it works. So I can see also what is at my back. If you have a large car, this is important. You're losing your actual screen. The second downside is, since you're using an audio 3.5 jack cable, it can get signals like this. You hear the sound? Buzzing sound? It disturbs me. I believe it's because of the 90-degree U-Green cable, and it's quite thin, and its magnetic field resistance is quite low, I suppose. So that's why the buzzing sound is coming. I need to find somewhat of a thicker cable. This could happen to you. So beware. And also it's very close to the charging cable, and it's also working its way around with the charging cable. It might be happening that, but I just changed that, and it's not about the charging cable. So probably it's about the cable on its own. So I need to find a better audio cable in this situation. One other thing is the car is not automatically going from one source to another source, and you need to manually reach the from the controller to aux and the Bluetooth if you want to play music from your phone. But it's not actually downside, because if you're just using this unit for multimedia, and you can use the phone for the speaker, like the talking, you can control the context from here. I don't see any loss of there, but you might be considering that. One last thing, if you compare it to the CarPlay, cableless or cable CarPlay or Android Auto, it might not be efficient, but the screen size is huge. It could take you place to place, like for a long journey. You can watch TVs, not while you're driving, but at the back of the seat. People will be entertained. And also, time to time, when you look at the navigation, huge navigation will be quite advantage for you. And definitely it was for me. I wanted to share all this in a single video. I hope you enjoyed it. This really nearly covers any kind of setup. And let me know if you have any questions, if you want to apply this or not. I'm quite happy with the result. I'm going to be probably, hopefully, using this unless I use this car. If I change the car, I can take the tablet and create similar setup to my other cars. And I can use one single unit with my old driving machines, manual ones, not for daily use, but weekend use. So you can use it on a Miata MX-5. You can use it on any kind of old driving machines like E36, Alfa Romeos, any kind of car under 2000 era, and create pretty good multimedia setup. And you don't need a separate unit to ruin your car's originality. You just need audio plug-in 3.5 millimeter jack or some sort of a Bluetooth converter. The only thing that I passed out in this video, you can have this device connected not from this, but from Bluetooth. But how, you might say? It works like this. You put that converter to your 3.5 jack at car, and you connect your tablet to the Bluetooth receiver. Then you connect the tablet to your aux input of your car, but through the Bluetooth. So you won't get maybe the buzzing sound, but you need to charge the item once and for all. And the two Bluetooth setup from your phone to tablet might, conflict signals, and time to time there could be losses. I'm not sure about that. And also audio delay when you play video from YouTube or Netflix or Amazon, whatever. The delay can happen because of the source is a screen, but the audio comes from the Bluetooth. It could be problematic. That's also an issue, but you can apply that. The one last thing, you need to have a fast charger, because on the way, if you want to charge this unit in a long journey with using GPS and the screen in the brightest position, I think you might need a good charger other than your car. If your car has about 1 ampere of power for 5 volts, that no problem. But if you have 2 or more, then it's better to have one. These things are not expensive if you have already a tablet, but tablet is not actually expensive because Lenovo just made a lot of deals, and I'm quite happy it has Dolby Atmos and stuff. Android 11 or 12, I don't want to say anything wrong. I will put the description of everything in this video so you can clearly have an idea. And if I put these things out, you won't notice this from the distance. This is going to look like original car unit. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.